Hey, Annie's here too.
Yep.
Hello.
What's going on? Did you get
Um,
your first chemo treatment?
First what treatment?
Your first chemo treatment?
Oh no, I washed my hair. So
Okay.
yeah, I wear it like this for a couple hours and then it makes it like curlier. And then I after
Oh
it's
yeah.
been like that for a while, then I put the clips in.
Nice.
Uh where are you?
I'm here.
He
You
can't. He can't tell you.
Oh,
We know
you're on a
that.
base or
Yeah.
something? Yeah.
Or something.
Especially
Yeah.
now with that turban on.
Oh yeah.
There we go. I think. Yeah, it's working. So how was everyone's week? What's going on, guys?
I have the echo cancellation on you.
Is it me? Let me come back.
Yeah. Yeah. But mic check.
There we go.
You.
I got it.
Okay, it's not either of us then.
Let's try. All right.
It was you. Okay, it's fixed. Never mind, it's not fixed.
But now my ears won't connect. I don't know
I'm
why.
just gonna not use the headphones on this computer.
Okay, let's try that. Okay, it's working.
So what's going on, Hank? You had 2 weeks off.
Uh, so I skipped 1 week here, and I took 1 day off of work. I took Friday off of work, so I had time to catch up on chores and relax a little bit. I did watch the show though.
Nice.
But now I can operate it better. I'm still playing around and doing the research to figure out what application has all the features I need to make the show run nice and smooth like. So
Perfect. Beautiful. Well, okay.
Oh, we can't hear you, Ben.
Shit.
I can hear him. Oh,
Oh, really?
but yes, I can hear him. Wait, now I can't hear him.
Well,
Yes,
because I'm not talking now. I'll talk again.
that makes sense. When you don't
Yeah.
talk, I can't. I totally can't hear anything. That makes perfect
Makes
sense,
absolute
actually.
sense. Yeah. How was your week, Annie? Can you ask for her? I don't know why she can't hear me. I'll come back.
Interesting.
Can
Yes.
she hear
Sorry,
me?
you can
Yeah.
hear him, but I can't. I don't know
Yes.
why.
So basically, WebRTC, I think gives us the audio and video comes direct to us. In our session then gets rebroadcasted, so he just doesn't have a connection to you. So maybe you go out and come back in. Maybe that will work.
I'll try to go out
Annie.
and come back in too.
Yeah, both of you go out and come back in. You go out and come back in too, Annie. Did you freeze?
Now, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, but I'm gonna get rid of your clone.
Yeah.
Uh,
I've tried the earphones again. Is it double?
I,
my
I
check.
Not double? Can you hear me?
yeah.
I can hear you. Let's see if I can hear me. I cannot hear me, so it's working.
All right, good. All right. That's for now. How was your week, Annie?
Good. I think. Oh, I didn't work for like 7 days, so that makes me feel really stressed out. And
Wow.
it always feels like when I get to the end of a week like that, I think if I had known that 7 days ago, I knew I was going to have 7 days off, then I would have used the time better. I would have said, well, let's, dive into something else. But, I just never
Yeah.
know. And then all of a sudden, then this week, everyone wants to get in and they're not all fitting. I'm like, well, I didn't work for 7 days. I don't know what to tell you,
Right.
Um, so yeah, there was that, and I'm making a dress though, so I got to focus
Nice.
on a dress project a lot. Yeah. Oh, and Hazel, I took her to get groomed, and she's in heat, so now we're dealing with that.
You didn't fix her.
Well, there, I was kind of trying to decide, and a lot of people say you should wait for 2 years.
Yeah, good.
So I think that's what we're gonna do, and in dealing with it, I'm sort of
You're gonna have a lot of
realizing.
male dogs coming around.
Well, yeah. So that's the part I'm most worried about. The I bought her these little panties that she wears inside, or we put like a blanket on the couch. And the reality is she's so young that she's just not bleeding very much. It's just a little bit, so it's not that hard to deal with. And
Right.
like we don't have upholstery or anything. So if blood gets on anything, it's easy to wipe up.
They usually lick it too. They usually eat it
Yeah.
back off. Yeah.
She's doing that a lot, but the part I am worried about is watching for that phase, because the old lady had a dog she didn't spay for 7 years, and every time she would go on walks, like the males can smell it from like yards away, and they go
Right, yep.
crazy.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
we
that's
just
right.
we just had this incident, on her birthday when we got attacked, and so I want to be really careful during that phase, and maybe like not.
Yeah, because the dogs are pretty wild to get to her. They're going to probably attack you if you're standing in their way.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah. So.
Well, good luck.
Yeah, it's so far it's been manageable. It's not that difficult to deal with.
So I stopped trying to publicize what I'm working on. I realized that I now have new physics that is able to do new technology, and I'm going to get all the technology patented before I let the cat out of the bag. Yeah.
Very cool. That's really
I'm going to be very quiet about it for now.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's saying it on stream in that way is not, I'm not giving anything away, but yeah.
Well, these people are kind of, let's say, slow. I don't be too mean to them. So they wouldn't be able to pick up and do anything with it if you told them, explain them how to do it step by step. But it's good to just keep your projects to yourself till you're ready. So no one can say you didn't do good enough, you didn't go fast enough, and they're sitting there with their finger up their butt, doing nothing. So I strongly recommend keeping your projects quiet till they're ready to ship.
Well, I can even say what the projects potentially are, and no one will know how to do them. So that's like, because they don't have the science. I can probably show you. It's like showing a computer to somebody from like the Middle Ages, and they won't be able to remake the computer. It's not going to happen.
Right.
So. Yes, even if we gave them damn step-by-step instructions, just
because they don't. Well, no, because they don't have the science.
Yeah, they don't have the science or have the manufacturing. Heck, we really couldn't even make a spoon properly if we wanted to, because it's just kind of hard to do.
Yeah, and by the time people start reverse engineering it, I don't think they'll get the science even if they try to reverse engineer it, which is kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're just trying to make sure you get yours at least. You're giving too many pearls for free, anyways.
Yeah, and when the science gets out, there's going to be way more patents that people can make, and like it's honestly opened up like a flood of potential possibilities, and yeah, a lot of things are going to change, I think, in the next few years.
Yeah, I'm okay with patents, except they're very expensive. Patents are, at least in the United States, maybe they're cheaper in Israel, but patents are just very expensive.
And China doesn't respect them, so if they get the science, they can do whatever they want anyways.
Yes. And I really don't respect them either, but I know if you can get paid and you have to patent to do so, do it. Make sure you get paid.
So what everyone was betting on, I can tell you this too, because you'd be interested, Hank, is that general relativity is wrong, quantum physics is right, and they're looking for quantum gravity. And it's the opposite. It's the opposite. General relativity is right, quantum physics is wrong, and they should be looking for geometric particles.
Yes, I agree. It's general relativity, that's correct, and quantum physics was just confusion.
Yeah,
because we can use what's his name? Damn it, how did I forget his name? The Apple guy, but his version of his model before Einstein. No, the guy who did the model of gravity for Einstein. How do I forget his name? That's horrible. But that his model still
Newton,
works.
there's Galileo.
Newton. Yeah, Newton.
That's what Annie said.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He said Newton.
But Newton's model still works most of the time. So, but
I know why it works now.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Cool. So once all this new technology rolls out, like, what do I get? Like,
well, at that point in time, things will be different. But whatever you want. How about that?
yay! You mean healthcare?
Yes, for sure, healthcare. But I think like the patents. Once I get enough patents, like to get all of the major landmarks, I'll let the science out, and then there's going to be so many more people jumping to patents. And so what I was thinking is I was going to give the science to people quietly first and let them use ChatGPT to write their own patents, because there's just too many. I won't be able to think of them all. And people with NE are probably going to think about way crazier shit than me. And if they've got the physics, the AI will be able to put it together for them. So I was thinking that might be a good way to, like, if you guys ever wanted to test it out, to, like, try to get a patent out of it as well. You could do that before the science gets out. I can give like the science to people that are closer to, like, yeah. Anyways,
I'm a rush to market first kind of guy. I mean, that's because I don't trust intellectual property from doing anything, especially not really big and have an army of lawyers. So if I can make a thing and sell it, I would go for that. But that's just me. Don't take my advice. I don't have enough money to prove that my thing works. It's just a religious thing.
Yeah, no, I was actively trying to figure everything out, for sure. That's what I was doing. Actively trying to figure it out. Yeah, so I don't know. That would be an interesting thing, like, because I think in the early stages, like, you know, when electricity was invented and Edison was overwhelmed with all these different patent ideas, people patented like capacitors and inductors and TVs and all this kind of stuff. So it's the same kind of rush, I think, is going to start happening.
Cool.
And you don't need to know the physics yourself, because the AI will know it. You just have to know the idea, and it'll figure out how to make it for you.
That's really cool.
Yeah. And it could probably even write the patent for you.
Yeah. Am I going to be able to keep up with it? Because I'm already feeling like at my age, the world is getting so crazy. And I wonder, like, what is it going to be like when I'm 80? I'm going to be so overwhelmed.
Well, you could be cybernetic, then it won't make a difference.
Or will it get easier, like the user?
Like, okay, so electricity itself coming to the world, getting lights with a switch instead of with a candle, like, that's overwhelming, but it's all positive things.
Yeah.
That makes sense?
Yeah, but computer stuff is...
It's not computer stuff. It's physics stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's physics stuff that will help computer stuff by cooling it properly, by all that kind of stuff.
Oh, cool.
Oh, and another thing, all of these quantum computers, they're not going to be computers.
I already know that. Yeah, I already know that.
They won't be able to compute anything.
Yes. I mean, I read some of the white papers on classical versus quantum computers, and classical catches up and beats them every time, then the quantum really can't do much calculation.
It doesn't do
so much extra
calculations. It will do something else, but the designs they have right now are not scalable.
Yeah, hell no, they aren't scalable. No, you only get 80 qubits. That's not about for a damn.
Yeah.
Even with the RAM being that expensive.
But I could already fix it for them, and even if I fix it for them, it won't help. Like, I could already. They're doing it in super cold temperatures, and it's costing them millions of dollars to freeze the quantum computers. And I could get it so that you don't really need to cool it anymore, and the decoherence will like minimize, but it still won't help them scale it. There's something else that they're missing.
Gotcha. Yeah. You can get it to room temperature, so you don't have to spend as much on cooling. Just enough to not
It'll
melt
be
it.
room temperature. It'll work exactly the way they want it to work at room temperature. I can get
Excellent.
yes, but it's not a good.
And you still won't recommend it because you could do it faster classically.
In terms of computing, yes, it's not going to be a computer. It's going to be something completely different. They just don't know what yet. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait.
Yeah, I need to meet with patent lawyers and stuff and pay for a bunch of patents and for patent submissions. I have like 20 written already, but I'm going to keep going. But at the same time, like the physics keeps going. Like I have to chase the physics too, to the bottom of the rabbit hole.
If you don't want to spend your own money, you're probably big enough that you can go fund use GoFundMe to fund your patents. You probably just
so
barely
I already
enough.
have a patent, so I know the energy structure is going to change. All of the energy needs and all of the energy cables and pipelines are going to change, and I already have a patent for the new energy infrastructure. Not submitted, but ready, which is like trillions of dollars worldwide.
Excellent. Freaking my energy price is too high anyways.
Yeah.
But how many
And
years is it going
new
to
battery
take?
types.
To, like, is it a complete like infrastructure change?
Well, that's the thing. I'm going to have to do the simple stuff first and build up slowly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there's a bunch of simple projects that are going to cost like to get the prototype done, like maybe like $10,000 or something like that, which is nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to be like pretty groundbreaking and amazing, but they won't be like the kind of stuff I'm going to eventually want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm going to have to start with that kind of thing. Yeah. But once I get the patents out, there's going to be a lot of other people starting with that kind of thing. Once I get the physics out. And maybe Hank wants to be one of them. I don't know. Do you think you want to write a patent, Hank?
I don't think I want to write a patent, but I totally would want to implement one if I have the tools.
If you have the tools, yeah.
Yes, I can find tools, but depending on what it is. But I would totally want to implement one, get a working model.
Right. The other thing is I've been studying physics my whole life, and I have to unlearn everything I was taught.
Yes, if you did like tech, you had to do that like every 3 to 5 years.
Right.
I still don't really have a good grip on my operating system right now.
Because like you have to learn the upstream physics. Right now, all we're learning is downstream physics. And when you learn the upstream physics, you're like, oh, this downstream physics is kind of useless. You could do everything you want with the upstream one. Yeah.
When you say upstream, what do you mean by that, if you can tell me? Yep.
Like, there's a series of causes and effect, and you keep going back, and there's a more primary cause. And so we're at the effects we're on, we're seeing the direct causes to our effects. But we're not seeing the causes to the causes.
Oh, I got it. So you can simplify the model by getting rid of some of the assumptions. Yes, I gotcha.
Right. If you see the causes to the causes, you know how they produce the effects. And then you can produce other effects that are way more,
Yeah, we have that in the software industry. It's called throwing away code you don't need. So pretty much that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because you can implement with simpler and more direct, then you can throw a bunch of the scaffolding out, and it's going to be vulnerabilities and stuff to maintain later. So you're just throwing away a whole bunch of stuff you don't need anymore. Excellent. I really support that.
I could also say, like, I never would have believed it if someone told me, but like warp power and stuff like that is actually possible.
In fact, that skill throwing away stuff you don't need, we're going to need that a lot in the slop age. Everyone's going to need that skill set because
Can I teleport?
Calculations? You could power all of North America through something the size of a water hose.
What about teleporting?
No, I don't. Maybe. You'd have to map out the person and then recreate them exactly, and then hope they get recreated alive somehow. Yeah, no, maybe not. Maybe
We could try it with a mouse first.
Maybe in like a few hundred years.
Then we gotta figure out what to do with the old person, the old copy. I guess leave it or get rid of it. I don't know.
Yeah, you'd have to like no, it's not that kind of technology. Not teleporting. Not yet. Not me. Not yet.
Will we have a little box like on Star Trek where you just tell it whatever you want for dinner and then it just materializes? Like
maybe.
How he always says Earl Grey hot and then
something like that
disappears.
You could definitely heat things up instantly. You wouldn't be able nucleosynthesis into something specific, that would be no, you'd still need manufacturing. Yeah. Anyways, from what I'm looking at, this is early stages, but yeah, no.
How soon will I have a universal basic income?
Well, when I buy up the entire world, then I can change the currency system.
Okay.
Because I will be the one giving them the currency to buy my products. And so then I can change the currency system and things will be fair. There you go.
Okay.
Basically, all I have to do is pay them for whatever they're doing anyways. So they'll get real money and then they'll get my money. So they're getting double the money anytime they work. But then I will only accept my money. I won't accept the real money.
Mm-hmm.
So then my money will have all the value and the real money will have no value.
Yeah, you may have piped down about that. That got Gaddafi, I guess, exported.
Exported, maybe.
To heaven.
Well, right now these are extraordinary claims and I don't have the means to implement them, so I'm not worried. Once I start getting the means to implement them and people start really feeling the threat, then that's a different story. Yeah.
Luna asked if we can have a more concrete demonstration of no free will. Do you want to go forward?
I don't think my physics goes there. This is upstream of free will.
Yeah, so I can demonstrate no free will. So, okay, can I?
Free will is emergent. This is the opposite of emergent, whatever it is.
Submergent? I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, can I demonstrate no free will? Well, hypothetically, I don't know how it would act differently if I did have free will. So, I guess I can't demonstrate no free will, but I also can't demonstrate free will. I just know it doesn't make any sense where to put free will between determinism and indeterminism. Because one thing is it's random, other things it's not random, but I don't know where the freedom comes in between those two.
It's whenever there's cognitive dissonance and you need to resolve it. You get different ways to resolve it, and your free will chooses the best way, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Tell us what you mean by free will, Luna, because we're kind of missing it.
Yeah. My brother has his demo out, so anyone can play it now.
All right, let me give me
Yeah, that was really cool to meet him last week. I wished that we got to hear more from them, but everything turned kind of silly, and then he left.
I hope we didn't. Well, if he doesn't like the show, I had no part of it last week, so he can't blame me for it. That's right.
I told him that, exactly.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't even say anything in the comments till after the show ended, so it's not on me.
Can you see it, or is it just a blue blob?
I could see it. It's a game, isn't it? Looks like a game.
Do you see a blue blob, or no?
Yes.
Okay, so let me change it.
He has an Annie's hat.
No, he's got a blue turban with a feather on it.
Yeah,
Like a genie.
and he knew I was gonna do this. This is the equipment, yeah, he's using.
Oh, I see.
I like it. Did he make
So I
it
don't
in
do
Scratch?
anything. He just plays what he wants, and I choose his gear, and based on his gear, he gets far. So I'm at level 175.
Oh, it's a resource management game.
No resources. This is the build I made for him, and based on how good your build is, the further you'll get. I changed this one out. This is an unlocked class. There you go.
So you only build it at the start, then you just watch him?
No, here, let me go to new character. Let's see.
So do you manage him by his walking and fighting, or
new character? All right. So okay, I got more unlocked. So I get to choose different starting things. The ordinary one is you can respec for free. This is more strength and less resistance. No good. Oh, this is good. The deft. So okay, here you see this, Hank?
Yes.
I didn't unlock the Berserker yet. I didn't unlock this, but I unlocked the Rogue. But because he's going to be a dodger, we'll do Ranger. Monk is good. And Scientist. You can respec later. We'll do those. And then what can I throw on him? Oh, I get to keep all the stuff from the stash. Here, I can start off with lifesavers.
Ooh, are they real lightsabers or Disney lightsabers?
I don't know. They're called dark half swords.
Yeah. So if they really do a lot of damage, you feel like you got hit with a rod of plasma, then they're real lightsabers. But you feel like you got hit with a baton, they're Disney lightsabers.
Right. But see, I have no skill points. I'm level 1.
Yeah, they're Disney lightsabers. Those should be one-shotting.
They're Disney lightsabers?
Yeah, a lightsaber would be one-shotting, and you may be taking some recoil because of, I don't know if that thing's force sensitive, so.
Yeah. But anyway, you see how it just plays on its own in the background, and then you pay attention to it every so often when you want to put skills up and stuff like that.
Oh, so you can interact with it while it's doing its run.
You can go like this. You go pause every turn. So when the game gets really hard later on, see it pauses, and I choose I want to attack. My turn again. I'm going to shoot that. My turn again. I'm going to heal. There we go. He stunned me. What do I do? Doesn't matter. I'm stunned.
Yep.
Now I'll attack again. So you can do it like that, or you can just do it so he does it automatically. So when the game gets hard, you can like micromanage, but otherwise just let him do his thing.
If only Chris was here to tell us what genre this was in.
It would be, oh, I got 3 skill points. That's cool. Anyways.
Yeah, I totally play this when it's ready.
So it is ready. It's the full game, but you can't ascend yet. So it's already the full game. It's just, you have to pay for you have to pay for the full game. Here, let me show you. After he kills this guy.
Yep.
Okay. So there's this great temple. I can't do it yet, but you can ascend and you start back at level 0 and you get some extra stuff. So you can't do that. But you can make as many characters. You can unlock all the classes, all that kind of stuff.
And it's called Eternal Quest.
Yep. It's on Steam.
Yeah, he may be the one who finally gets me to get a Steam account. So I didn't register it yet. I did buy a bunch of Mega Man games, like literally all of them, but I had to get a Steam account to get them. But he may be the last thing that would edge me over. Oh, that name's overloaded. There's another one with the same name. Okay, I found it. I found it. It's Eternal Quest Ascended.
Yeah, that's the one. That's right.
One thing that I finally did this week, I've been meaning to do for a long time, is try to start learning how to use Facebook Marketplace to like sell stuff that I'm not using.
Yeah, you were doing that a while ago, right?
No, I was thinking about it. I just had never done it before.
I remember you talked about it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm trying to learn it, and I listed a couple of items and just got no response at all. But I'm just going to keep listing and learning, and it's frustrating because I'm not able to get a shipping status. Like I have all of the ceramic jewelry that's so small that it's really cheap to ship it, and then I can sell nationwide. But I can't get I can't seem to trigger the thing for Facebook to allow me to do that. So I'm trying to just do a workaround now and just put it in the text, you know.
What are you trying to sell?
Well, just stuff I'm not using, you know.
Like
maybe,
garage still?
Yeah, maybe like one guitar, microphone. I have a MIDI. I have a recording interface, stuff like that. But also the earrings that I make. I have all this.
Oh yeah, that's great. Yeah, it's probably better than your Etsy store.
And I was talking to ChatGPT about it, and he said, "Oh yeah, because I uploaded a picture, and he said nobody else's jewelry looks like this. You should definitely do this, and shipping will be cheap, and then you can do it because I'm already comfortable shipping. You know, it's like such a small item. It's like at the most $4 to ship, but I can't seem to get that shipping status on Facebook. So I'm just.
Are you on eBay yet?
I haven't tried eBay. I kind of just want to I like just doing one platform because it's a lot of work. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes.
And everything. So I'm just going to keep trying it. And I listed this big colorful cardigan that I made that is just too big for me. I just don't see myself ever wearing it. But the one time that I did wear it, I got so many compliments that I think someone would want it, and I could at least get the money back that I spent on the yarn, you know.
Yeah. I'm wondering when Facebook is going to get popular again, though.
Well, but for Marketplace, people use it, you know, especially in my area. Like my sister does it all the time. She sells stuff and she and gives stuff away for free, and she also gets free stuff. But like if you're doing meetups or door drop-offs, it requires a lot of play energy. That's why I like the earring model and the shipping, because it doesn't require play energy. They buy it, I ship it. But for other things, like I'll have to meet them in the parking lot over there at the grocery store, you know. So that can be, I think that can get to be a pain in the ass if you're selling something and it's literally just $5. You go and wait in a parking lot for somebody who maybe doesn't show up just to make $5, you know?
It sounds like a different kind of work you're doing.
Well, yeah. Right.
Yes.
No, but you meet publicly, so it's safer.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind people coming to my office. It's just it's in an unmarked alley, so it's always confusing for people the
It
first
sounds
time they come
shady
here.
too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I say make them come
Unmarked
to you.
alley. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you have an office, make them come to you.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think that'd be easier. But I'm just lucky because I have a grocery store that's just like, 900 yards away. So that's another, neutral place where we could meet.
And that's prime real estate. That's one of the hardest places to get a building or space. So you're really in a good spot.
Mm.
And I know this because I've been looking for other place to live closer to things. Freaking hate living in the damn sticks. So.
Yeah.
But you mentioned Facebook. Facebook's parent company, Meta, was revealed to be the organization behind these age verification legislation in the United States. They were lobbying for it, and they didn't. And unfortunately for them, they did it backwards. They should have made an API first, then try to get the laws done. Then maybe they could actually get it done at all. But now, since they had more money than sense, we're gonna just ruin this legislation. Unfortunately for them. Take more responsibility, Meta, and this wouldn't be an issue.
Yeah. I keep hearing stories about Facebook how their product is superior to everything, but no one uses it.
Mm.
Like not just Facebook, there's all kinds of business stuff that they do that no one also uses, but it's better than their competitors.
Oh.
I don't know.
Hmm. The other thing I've been thinking about is just I had this boyfriend a while ago who's about exactly the same age as me, maybe like a couple weeks older, and he was about 47 when he injured his back and he went to get some kind of scan or something, and that was when he learned that he only had one kidney. So I've just been thinking about that, like that must be a big surprise to be 47 and learn you only have one kidney.
Does he have a scar?
No, nobody took it. He was born with one kidney.
Are you sure?
Maybe his parents sold it.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. It's like,
Yeah. No, some people are born with one. I just think that's interesting to be that old, and it's the first time you're learning that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Why I might have one kidney. I don't even know.
Yeah, you don't
Do you
know
know if you have one or?
I mean, I've had some ultrasounds, so I'm pretty sure I have two.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many kidneys do you have, Hank?
So I still urinate, so I assume I have both, but I didn't
At least
verify.
one. You've got at least one. Then. We might have three. You don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could have three. I didn't really check. I don't
That's
really
right.
open that to check that too often. So how much does a kidney usually sell on the market?
Depends on how young it is and how healthy it is. So, and the smuggling fees and the gas prices, you know. What's up, Jay? How's it going? This is my brother's game. I'm just showing what it's doing. He released a demo, and there was the full game. It's just like the part 2 of the demo. Yeah. Woo says he feels the same.
Yeah, there's actually a game on GOG called Space Warlord Organ Trading Simulator. I bought it.
Yeah?
Yep, I didn't play it yet, but I did buy it, so I could play it whenever
You bought
I
a
want
game,
to.
Hank. Wow. What happened to this high seas?
Happened to what? No, I'm not on the high seas, but I only go high seas when there's no other way.
Oh, yeah.
So I like funding the artists when they make it
Nice.
possible to fund them, but if they don't make it possible to fund them, then I'm going to get it anyways.
Nice. Yeah, I kept being like, "Hey, you're not going to make money on this game. You're selling it for cheap. You could monetize it." He's like, "No, I'm just going to make a full game. I'm not going to cheese people, like give people stuff for money. It's kind of cheesy. So everything you can get is in the game."
Can I pay them anyways, or is it paid to
The game is going to cost $5 when it comes out.
Alright.
Yeah.
With Itch and GOG, even if you don't charge, they can. If you have banking information associated with it, they get to send money anyways.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Nah, he's okay. He's got This is like a passion project for him. So for him, it's more like he wants people to play it and enjoy it.
All right. I strongly recommend also getting this game on GOG whenever you talk to him again.
Yeah.
Yes,
Right.
it's actually not GOG. Itch. Well, you can probably do both, but Itch, you don't. There's no gatekeeping. You don't have to apply for it. You don't have to pay money. You just upload the files and
Really.
yeah, really.
And then it's a distribution platform. People also buy the game over there. Yeah?
Yes.
Oh, cool. Did you see the PC requirements for the game though?
Yes, I did. So
What did it say?
It says minimum OS 1, processor, potato, memory, 5 megabytes of RAM,
Do you have
graphics
that?
low, storage 30 megabytes, available space, and sound card if you want to.
There you go.
So
Can you run that, Hank? You have those minimum requirements? Do you have a potato?
yes, I do have some potatoes sitting around.
Nice.
But is it more portable than Doom?
I don't know. Do you leave your computers on overnight?
Some of them I do.
Yeah. So that's what the game is meant to be. You're meant to like have it in the background while you're working, or leave it on overnight.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Is there some way to tell the character don't do this, that, or the other thing because that will get you killed? So you don't die overnight?
Here, let me hide. So here, this is the spell. So I can control when he uses the spell. So I don't want him to use it when there's no enemy. I want him to use it pre-fight and all during the fight. Boss and mobs. Range, I don't know. Safe works too. And how the tier, so like what the priority is. So high priority. And then like the weapon here, I have the weapon at low priority. So when he's got nothing else to do, he'll attack with his weapon. And then the potion, I only have it when he's under 50% health. And top tier, all the way. Not high. Potions are top. Yeah. So anyway, you can play around with all that stuff.
Okay, good. He's configurable. So
yeah, and you can also auto sell here. There's auto selling. You can skip the cinematics, he calls them. It's the dialogue stuff. There's like stuff that stops your character. And then yeah.
Oh, what do I use the code with? So usually I use the Kate text editor, but I'm also sometimes use Doom Emacs because it also has a command line version. So usually Kate, but sometimes I use Doom Emacs.
Linux OS. Luna says.
Yes, I usually use the Linux OS.
Yeah. So tell me about these new platforms that you're working on, Hank, for the stream.
Yes. So unfortunately, StreamYard is kind of limited in its functionality. It doesn't pretty much you can't tag users and give them permissions in here. It's like they're either here or they're not here, on stage or not on stage. So I want to try to find something that allow me to implement tiering and maybe different layout choices, so it's easier to operate the show when it's kind of going crazy. Because if doing it by with sleeping, we'll have an issue like we had a couple weeks ago, and then we had edited afterwards, and it's kind of annoying. So if I could get more things working in the front end, then it'll be easier on the back end. And also StreamYard's it's kind of been shitifying. The functionality is getting worse. It's getting more expensive. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so I want to be off of StreamYard as soon as I got something good enough. So right now I'm looking at Jitsi and also Element, and
Element you were talking about in the email. So what are you
yes.
saying about that one?
So it's kind of like Discord, but it's more private and secure, and I don't know if I can implement extra. I guess security applies to the stage, but that's something else to look for. But is the right price for? But only it doesn't do the broadcasting.
It's a different streaming environment too.
Yeah, so it doesn't do the broadcasting, but it does do the call, the pulling everyone to the call. So I may just have to do it in two pieces, but it depends. Really depends on if I can at least get the user permissions thing working. Something needs to have user permission so I can say who gets to do what automatically. But yeah, after that, if I can get that part working, I could use something like OBS or something similar to do the broadcasting and the key stuff in a separate piece. But this is like those are two main parts I need to figure out.
My hero died. He got a crit on him. Someone actually landed a crit on him.
Damn.
That's okay. He'll keep going. They want to know if there's security breaches in Element, I guess.
There's security breaches in everything except Element. It encrypts the chat, so that's gonna be harder to breach. But people figure out a way to breach everything. But Element, I don't hear too much bad things about Element when it comes to security. Usually, it's functionality wise, it's kind of some parts of it's kind of annoying. But the right price and the source code's already open, so if there's if it doesn't shitify, it's possible someone can rectify that.
Cool. So yeah, it doesn't sound. Would it be good for this stream? Because since it can't broadcast, we'd be not broadcasting, or what?
Yeah, we'll not be broadcasting, so I would have to just build a service to broadcast separately.
Separately.
Which right now I'm guessing OBS, and it has a web control panel for OBS. the desktop OBS is too.
Maybe someone
annoying,
already did it. Maybe someone already made an interface like that.
Yeah, someone already made the interface, but I don't know how to use it yet, so I had to figure out how to use it, and some configuration required. So,
all right, so we're going to be stuck on StreamYard for a little bit longer.
Yeah, just a little bit longer.
Okay.
We could go restream now, but it's over the long term. It's gonna just have the same issues as we do with StreamYard because they increased their prices. They had the same model, so they'll inshittify too. So if I can fix it permanently, I might as well go for the permanent fix. I keep this operation mean and lean.
Yeah. Were you able to watch any of King Steven's content, Annie? I don't even know what his channel is.
I couldn't find it.
I know. I'm subscribed to both his channels. I like his content. I'll go ahead and
Yeah, please do that because I thought I didn't have a link, and I thought, well, maybe I can find it by searching, and I really tried.
I found it once. I had it once, but I just never got back to it. I don't know. I forgot what it was.
So there's El Diablo Radio International. Right now on YouTube, the usernames actually dereference to the channels. That changed like 3 months ago. So he chatted on my side, so you could have just did it that way. But I'm subscribed to both of his channels, so
what
I
did he
know
chat?
why they're.
He's Woo Woo. Is that him?
No, he didn't do it today.
No, he didn't do it today. That's what I thought.
Yeah, last week he chatted on my side of chat, but then he marched from Binyamin's side, so she probably wouldn't have seen it. So she probably wouldn't know what to do. But
Right.
I do have his channels on hand. So let me post it to and let me get the other one.
El Diablo Handsome Devil 33. I see.
Yeah, maybe get the other one. The Sandy Machine 33. I think, did he hide his channel? Maybe he did.
This is his main channel, though?
Well, it is now because he looks like he's hiding his other channel. I'm gonna link to it anyways, but right
you still
now,
have access to it?
So, I have it. I had a Euro cached, but it says this page isn't available. Sorry about that. Try to search for something else. That means he probably did his that other channel, but he's broadcasting on. There's also his Odyssey channel, which I'm subscribed to still. I'll go ahead and link to that. So the Sandy Machine on Odyssey that exists. I guess does this one name number 5? Is that an Odyssey thing? Let me check another Euro. I don't know if that's part of the channel name, but it exists. So you can watch him on the Sandy Machine on Odyssey, and I'm subscribed to him there. And it's pretty much just the same content as his YouTube. So usually he either does his esoterica thing or he's making fun of YouTubers, which a lot of them are kind of deserving of being mocked. So I'm for what he's doing generally. Put people on notice. Sure, he wants to put me on notice too, but I'm usually in the clear most of the time. So it really doesn't bother me what he has to say about me. The only issue is, I guess you're demonic either way. So I guess I'm demon. I'm demon because if
He
you
hasn't
react,
called
you're
me demonic
demonic.
yet.
Oh, he hasn't.
But he's called Denizen demonic.
That's interesting.
You're a demon.
And he has.
He hasn't called Annie he's called Annie an angel.
Yeah.
That's cool. I don't know if that cadence check is part of his harem or not, and I couldn't ask him because I wasn't on the show last week.
That was bizarre, right? Like,
yes.
Do you think that was planned or it was?
I don't know.
Is she playing a character too? Are they like?
I don't know enough about her.
Dwarf.
Yeah, that was really bizarre.
Yeah, I don't know enough about her.
And then all of my family members don't like Steven?
Yeah, she's playing a character, but I do not know if it's coordinated or Steven or not. But she's totally playing a character, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I can go along with it.
Okay.
If Slum Steven wants to have a dwarf in his harem, I won't stop him.
And he pretends like he doesn't know her.
Yeah.
And they've obviously met before. She's been...
Exactly. I saw them together on Jack Talcott's show. She could have been on his show. I don't know. I didn't see her on his show yet, but I don't have a good audio search engine yet, so I couldn't check what I wanted to. I would have to vibe code something up like Landry did. There's a couple search tools that search transcripts, but they're not as good as I need them to be, so I had to build.
And she had so many stories.
Yeah. I don't think she's a child at all because she knows stuff from 10 years ago.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, she was referencing stuff from 10 years ago, so she's probably not a child. And I mean, she has so much information.
Well, she's at least 10 then, right? Or at least 15.
Yeah. Yeah, but she has so much intimate information about Slum Steven, King Steven. I just want to know if she was in his harem or not, or she could have been a current harem member. We never got a disclosure. We never got confirmation. So hopefully, if Steven's listening to this, can you confirm or if Cadence was in your harem or still in the harem or not in the harem? That'd be great.
Yeah, this is official and information. He's got to confirm.
Yes. Well, he doesn't got to confirm, but I just want to know. I'm just nosy about that. Ooh, that boss is kicking his butt.
He's making him afraid, so he's not attacking.
Yeah. Friggin' demons. If only King Steven was here to comment on this fight.
Yeah. Yes, that channel is Steven's.
Yeah, all three of those are Steven's channels. So 2 YouTube and 1 Odyssey.
Are you still making the earrings, Annie, or you just have like so many that you've made for 20 a day for the last 10 years?
I just have so many, and the Etsy has slowed down, and the ceramic store actually closed.
Damn.
So I'm not doing them. I just switched to crochet. But also, it's like I have so much inventory. Like, only an idiot would keep making them, and I am an idiot because I made like thousands of them. I just liked making them, you know.
You like making them, yeah.
Like at some point, it just becomes ridiculous, you know. Like,
right.
If I just need to move what I have, yeah. And if I was able to start selling them, I might be interested in making them again, you know, and investing money in supplies. It's just that I'd have to go all the way up to Portland, to get the supplies now. So it's kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
But Hazel doesn't, I can only do that here. Hazel doesn't like being here. So that's kind of why crochet works, because I can sit in the recliner next door and do it with her. It's why I stopped sewing also. When I tried to bring her over here and, you know, lay out the fabric and use the machine, she just doesn't like being over here. I think she'll grow out of that, though.
What are you up to, Hank?
Right this second, I'm arguing with atheists on Reddit and the RX atheist.
It's just...
You're spending your time on very important things.
Yeah, I know, right?
Russ is leaving now, so I have to go next door.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna take all my stuff over there.
Yep.
So I'll see you guys in a minute.
Copy.
Someone wants to hear your argument.
You know what? You can come up and ask me. I'm gonna do this on panel.
Yeah, you can come up and ask him. That's right.
I'm not gonna argue into chat.
Oh, let's see. Maybe I can play this one.
Go ahead.
Can I play just audio, or I have to share the screen to do that?
So you can play this audio. You just have to route the auto playing application into your mic.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to like organize my things so that you can't see. That works. Okay. Let me share this instead. All right, so I'll play it, I guess.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
You can stop whenever you want to interject. That's not working. Oh, it's the beginning.
It's buffering. No, it's not playing.
Yeah, I can't hear it either. Is that the one I want to play? Oh, this one here. That's right.
Imagine
yes, I can hear it.
You are a detective, and you've been hunting a ghost.
Oh, I love this analogy already.
Right, but not just for a weekend. You've been hunting this ghost for decades. I mean, you and your colleagues have built these massive underground detectors filled with liquid xenon. You've launched billion-dollar satellites. You've literally rewritten the textbooks of your field, all because you are absolutely certain this invisible phantom is haunting the room.
Because, I mean, you're looking around and you see doors slamming shut on their own. You see heavy objects sliding across the floor. So logically, you assume something invisible must be pushing them. You know, the math says there just isn't enough visible mass in the room to cause that movement.
Exactly. So you invent the ghost. But what if after all those years of obsessive hunting, you suddenly realize there is no ghost? What if you realize the room itself is just tilted and the underlying geometry of gravity was doing the work all along? You haven't been looking for a phantom, you're trying to explain an illusion. So welcome to today's deep dive. We're targeting a phantom that supposedly makes up, 85% of the mass in the universe?
Yeah, 85%. Dark matter.
Dark matter. And we're asking, what if it just doesn't actually exist?
Which is, is the absolute definition of a paradigm-shifting question. It forces you to question the very foundation of how you perceive the physical world.
So for you listening, our mission today is to completely reconstruct the universe from first principles. We have this absolutely fascinating stack of theoretical physics in front of us. We are bridging a massive 2011 insight on cosmic expansion with a totally radical 2026 framework called refractive cosmology.
Yeah, from Binyamin Tsadik Moshe. It's wild stuff.
It is. We are going to start with a deeply uncomfortable coincidence in standard physics. See how redefining the literal vacuum of space might just erase dark matter from existence. And then if that wasn't mind-bending enough, we'll see how this exact same theory attempts to explain the bizarre world of quantum mechanics using nothing but classical fluid dynamics.
It's an incredibly ambitious journey. And to really grasp it, we have to start by dismantling a piece of the standard cosmological model.
Okay, to do it.
So physicists call this the lambda cold dark matter model, or lambda CDM. And it's been, highly successful at predicting certain things. But it has some mathematical quirks baked into it that are frankly unpalatable if you look closely.
And one of those quirks is this glaring cosmic coincidence. Let's unpack the timeline of the universe for a second. So in standard physics, you have something called your gravitational horizon. Basically, that's the absolute limit of the observable universe.
Yeah.
And then you have the distance that light has actually traveled since the Big Bang. Now, in the standard model, there is this mathematical oddity where that observable horizon exactly equals the distance light has traveled.
Which, it might sound perfectly logical on the surface, right? You would think the limit of what we can see is defined by how far light has traveled.
Right, but the standard model also insists the universe hasn't been expanding at a constant rate. It says the expansion has changed wildly, slowing down after the Big Bang, speeding up later. So because of that highly variable speed limit, the observable horizon and the distance of light shouldn't be locked together.
Exactly.
They should only perfectly align at one exact fleeting moment in cosmic history.
And that is the core of the problem. Because according to the standard model, that perfect alignment happens to be occurring right now. Today, the very epoch where human beings happen to have evolved and pointed telescopes at the sky.
It's like walking into a room, finding a broken analog clock that happens to show the exact current time to the millisecond. And instead of assuming the clock is just permanently stuck on that time, standard physics assumes the clock is ticking wildly, but just perfectly synced up for the 1 second you glanced at it.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it.
It requires a massive leap of faith.
It really does. And in physics, when a massive cosmic equation perfectly aligns only when you happen to be looking at it, it's a huge red flag. It almost always means your underlying model is flawed.
Okay.
So the 2011 research we're looking at by Fulvio Melia and Andrew Shevchuk, it applies something called Birkhoff's theorem from general relativity.
Yeah.
And without getting lost in the math, Birkhoff's theorem deals with spherical symmetry.
Okay.
It basically demands that for a universe like ours, that horizon must equal the distance of light for all of cosmic time, from the beginning to the end.
So the broken clock isn't ticking at all. It's fundamentally built differently. The hands are just permanently welded in place.
Precisely. The argument is that the standard model's entire timeline of variable expansion is inherently flawed, because it violates this fundamental relativistic constraint.
Which opens a massive door. Because if standard cosmology is clinging to a flawed baseline of how the universe expands,
Yeah.
it begs the question, right? What else are we misinterpreting?
Right.
If the room is tilted, what is the room actually made of? And this brings us to the 2026 framework of refractive cosmology.
Yeah, the Moshe papers.
The foundational claim here is that the vacuum of space is not an empty dead void. It's described as hold on, let me get this right, a macroscopic velocity potential gradient. Okay, you need to translate that for me. Are we saying space is literally a flowing liquid?
Well, think of it more like a massive optical lens that behaves under the rules of fluid dynamics. So space isn't an empty box where planets just happen to float. The vacuum itself has a physical property, a pressure gradient. And it has a specific macroscopic scale radius calculated at about 4,224 megaparsecs. Because the universe is expanding across this geometry, it acts as an accelerated reference frame.
I'm trying to wrap my head around this.
Yeah.
If space isn't empty and this geometry is essentially accelerating, wouldn't there be some sort of friction? Like sticking your hand out the window of a moving car, you feel the wind pushing back.
That is a brilliant way to conceptualize it, actually. And it leads straight to a concept in quantum field theory called the Unruh effect.
Unruh effect.
Right. So if you are in a spaceship in a completely dark, empty void and you start accelerating incredibly fast, the vacuum outside your ship won't look entirely empty or cold to you anymore.
Really?
Yeah. The acceleration itself generates a background thermodynamic temperature, a thermal bath. The friction.
What's up, Chris? Or is this Dragon?
Dragon.
It's Dragon. What's up, buddy?
Not much. Just trying to listen to whatever the heck this is going on about.
All right, let's do it.
Friction you feel, so to speak, is a baseline radiation born from the geometry of your acceleration.
So you generate heat just by stepping on the gas, even with literally nothing around you.
Yes. Now apply that to the entire universe. The universe has a baseline geometric expansion. Therefore, the vacuum of the universe itself must have a baseline Unruh acceleration.
Wow.
And refractive cosmology calculates this entirely from first principles to be a tiny but unyielding number. It's about 1.10 times 10 to the negative 10 meters per second squared.
Let me test an analogy here. Let's say space itself has a baseline jiggle. Is it like a boat moving through the ocean? You have your engine on, you're making your own waves.
Okay.
But even if you turn the engine completely off, the boat doesn't sit perfectly still. It still rocks because of the baseline waves of the ocean itself.
Yeah.
And what this theory suggests is that we've been mistaking that baseline rocking of the universe for invisible dark matter pulling on the boat.
That boat analogy is phenomenal. It perfectly describes what's happening at the edges of galaxies. Yeah. Because in standard physics, when we look at spiral galaxies, they're spinning way too fast on their outer edges. The visible matter, the stars, the gas, what we call baryons, it simply doesn't have enough gravitational pull to keep those outer stars from flying off into deep space.
So to keep the galaxy from flying apart in our equations, standard physics invents the ghost. We invent a giant invisible halo of dark matter to act as extra gravitational glue.
That's the mainstream solution, yeah. There are alternative theories like MOND, modified Newtonian dynamics, which suggests that maybe gravity just arbitrarily changes its rules at extremely low acceleration.
Yeah.
But refractive cosmology says neither is true. You don't need ghosts and you don't need to break gravity. As you move to the edge of a galaxy, the local gravity from the stars drops, yes, but it eventually hits that impenetrable Unruh floor.
The boat's engine turns off, but it hits the baseline ocean waves.
Yeah.
It just can't drop below the movement of the ocean itself.
Exactly. And the math provided in the framework is incredibly elegant. The effective gravity holding the galaxy together becomes the square root of the local visible baryonic gravity multiplied by that baseline Unruh acceleration.
Wow.
And when you apply this equation to real-world observations like the Sparks database, looking at spiral galaxies like NGC 3198 or dwarf galaxies like UGCA 444, it perfectly predicts their flat rotation curves, strictly using their visible mass.
Wait, it completely recovers the missing mass just from the thermodynamic floor of the universe.
100% of it. No dark matter required.
That is wild. But, as anyone who listens to this show knows, a theory is only as good as the new things it can predict.
Absolutely.
It's one thing to make the math work for a galaxy right next door where you already know the answer.
Yeah.
Can we test this? Because if this Unruh floor is actually tied to the expanding universe, it shouldn't be a fixed constant.
Right.
It should be dynamic. It should change depending on where or when you look.
And this is exactly where the theory risks its entire reputation on a testable prediction. The baseline acceleration equation scales inversely with redshift.
Redshift.
Yeah, redshift is basically how astrophysicists measure looking back in time. The further back into the history of the universe we look, the higher the redshift, which is represented by the letter Z. The math dictates that the acceleration floor is proportional to 1 over 1 plus Z.
Let's do the math on that. If I am looking back in time to the early universe, say a really high redshift, a high Z, the denominator gets bigger. That means the apparent vacuum floor, from our perspective, gets drastically weaker.
Drastically weaker, meaning the ocean waves from your analogy are much smaller from our modern vantage point.
Okay.
Because of this weakened floor, the framework predicts that very early galaxies should not have flat rotation curves. Their outer edges shouldn't have that extra glue.
Oh.
They should just drop off in speed normally, purely based on their visible mass, like planets orbiting a star. In physics, we call this a Keplerian decline.
And here is the massive payoff for you listening. Over the last couple of years, the James Webb Space Telescope, the JWST, has been peering into the deepest, earliest parts of the universe. And what are astrophysicists finding?
It's amazing.
They are finding early galaxies with Keplerian fall-offs. The outer edges are slowing down exactly like regular old Newtonian gravity says they should.
It is causing a mild panic in standard cosmology. I mean, they are publishing papers trying to explain a paradoxical deficit of dark matter in the early universe. They are asking, why wouldn't early galaxies have these dark matter halos?
Right.
But under refractive cosmology, there is no missing dark matter. The geometry of the vacuum naturally predicts that from our perspective, those early galaxies must behave this way.
Okay, I have to push back here. Let me play devil's advocate with relativity.
Go for it.
If I jump in a time machine and I travel back to that early universe at z=5, what do I actually experience? Do I see a weak vacuum? Because if I'm physically standing there, it's my local present day. I should feel the normal, strong, unruh floor. Right. So why does the galaxy look completely different to us on Earth?
That is the ultimate stress test of relativity, and the framework addresses this internal consistency beautifully. You are correct. If you are standing at z=5, you measure a strong vacuum floor because it's your local present.
Right.
But there is a relativistic optical effect at play called transverse magnification.
Break that down for me. What does transverse magnification actually do to the physical matter of the galaxy?
Well, it means that primordial galaxies in the early universe are physically incredibly compact and ultra dense compared to how their light gets stretched and magnified by the time it reaches our telescopes.
Okay.
Because gravity gets exponentially stronger, the closer objects are to each other, the internal baryonic gravity of that ultra dense, localized early galaxy massively overpowers the vacuum floor anyway.
Okay, I see the dual perspectives. The Earth-based observer calculates a weak vacuum that can't flatten the galaxy's rotation. The time-traveling local observer calculates a strong vacuum, but an impossibly dense, compact galaxy whose internal gravity just drowns out the background waves.
You've got it. Both observers, using entirely different local parameters, agree on the physical outcome. Both conclude the galaxy's rotation must drop off at the edges. It maintains absolute internal relativistic consistency.
That is staggeringly elegant. I mean, we've solved the cosmos, but we cannot stop there.
No, we really can't.
We need to look at the master sheet document in our sources because this framework refuses to stay in its lane. It scales this entire theory all the way down to the quantum realm. It claims that quantum mechanics, the most mysterious...
Yeah, no, I can't say that. All right, we're done.
Copy that.
Yeah.
So you have an ether theory, technically.
Technically, yeah. Yeah.
So these are AIs talking?
Yeah.
I gave them all of my physics, and now they're looking it over and talking about it.
I don't think there's anything wrong with the ether theory. There's lots of good ones. Like Wolfram's theory is also saying an ether theory as well. There's a bunch of ones.
Yeah.
This magic matter stuff, we need to get rid of that. It's stupid. Magic matter with the dark matter. I call it magic matter.
Yeah, so there's an equivalence thing. So it's not. It could either be an ether or it could just be an optical ether.
What's ether? I don't even know what ether is.
It's this stuff that's out there that we can't tell. But anyways, basically what I found was it's got no spatial resistance. It's got temporal resistance.
Mm-hmm. Which makes sense. That temporal resistance is enough to cause gravity. So
yeah, temporal resistance causes gravity. It also causes dilations, time dilation, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
What's the other one then?
Spatial resistance. So there's no friction in space. There's friction in time with the ether.
And now it's enough to change the trajectory of objects so that they go look like they're attracted to each other.
Oh, I'm so lost.
I think it might be a combination of the two because it sounds like they do have an overall point to get to, but they are pushing back and forth. Maybe you're right. You know what? Maybe you're right. It would be interesting because I know they do those conversations between two LLMs all the time. But this one isn't LLMs trying to reason with each other. It's them trying to give something to the audience. I don't know.
Weird. So, do you think you could have figured out all this stuff you're figuring out without AI?
I think Einstein would have really liked to have AI.
Yeah,
It
AI
makes
is
it a
good.
lot easier. Yeah, it makes it a lot. It's a tool, and it would just be dumb to have a tool that you're not using. But you have to also know how to use the tool.
Yeah, because it seems like you can easily cause psychosis and stuff.
It's got psychosis, and you tell it something, it doesn't get it right, and it believes something else, and you got to hold its hand all the time. Right now, but like I get it to help me with the math derivations, and it still gets it wrong, but at least like I don't have to do it by hand, and it's helping me, keep track of it.
Yeah.
I know someone who misused AI, and a guy named Tsadik. He's also a YouTuber, panel hopper. He used AI to try to tell Flow State, aka the Power Dusty, that he's not following the terms of service. But instead of reading the terms of service itself, he read slop that his chatbot generated that wasn't related to the terms of service at all. They were just trying to agree with Tsadik. So I had to point out to him that hey, that's not in the actual terms of service. This is just slop. And then he made that okay, it is slop. It's not actually in the terms of service. But that's easy to use AI wrong. And like Gen X Jeff also used AI wrong. He got a transcript and it summarized it and claimed I said something it didn't say from the video, and he made a judgment based on it. So.
If you feed it the wrong information, it'll make the wrong conclusions for sure.
Yeah.
You can spin stuff to it all the time, 100%.
And most of them are programmed to disagree with you, so you had to interrogate it just to make sure it's not just trying to agree with you. And sometimes it gets some old or not.
Well, Hank, you know what? That's why it pays to be ST. It pays to be ST because we actually check the ST, and it can just make up the ST.
Yes. So sometimes it tries to say something and say, "Oh, can I have a citation for that?" Then it says, "Oh, I'm mistaken. I did that. I lied to you. That wasn't really there."
Yeah.
Are you going to be okay if for some reason there's like something in your math that doesn't end up working out?
Am I going to be okay? Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But I mean, everything's. Let's put it this way: it's re-deriving all of our current physics exactly the way we're seeing it, but it's got this added dimension of information there that we don't currently have.
Oh, that sounds promising. I'm just watching out for the emotional state that could come from if something goes wrong, and that's what
it's re-derived Newtonian gravity, which no one's been able to do. It's predicted the difference in mass between the generations, like it's predicting actual physical, real, detectable values that current physics is not able to explain why they are what they are. They just use them as constants.
What's that Newtonian thing you mentioned?
Just Newtonian gravity. It re-derived it just using optics. Yeah.
What's that?
Just standard gravity.
Oh,
so like the equation though. So like you, from what I know, general relativity has never been able to re-derive Newtonian gravity equation. It's got its own equation. Yeah.
It's like you're talking about like the standard equation for gravity.
Right.
I don't remember what that equation is.
G m1 m2 over r squared.
Okay.
Yeah. The force of gravity.
And you're saying we couldn't relate that to general relativity?
General relativity wasn't deriving it, as far as I know. But this is.
What is general relativity in terms of the math?
In terms of the math, it's tensor math. Yeah. I got rid of tensor math. There are better models of general relativity out there, and I use those better.
I don't even know what tensor means. I've never heard of that.
But they're kind of like tables, which actually have a follow-up question for tensor math. Can you do tensor math on spreadsheets?
I guess so. It's like matrix multiplication.
Oh, That makes sense to me.
Yeah. I got so this was the wrong one. I didn't want to play that one, but like it didn't have any new information. Like it had new information, but it's stuff that I can share. Like it's not going into the quantum realm yet. As soon as this stuff connects to particle physics, that's when all of the new stuff kicks in.
So you're saying a quantum is a big part of what you're discovering?
Quite the opposite. There is no quantum. The quantum mechanics is wrong.
Huh. I figured that a lot of what
not only is it wrong, I've rederived all of the quantum mechanics formulas. All of them. Doesn't matter which one. I've rederived all of them.
Isn't like the Kabbalah and other spiritual traditions pretty reliant on the quantum?
No, they never did. No quantum existed. It wasn't invented yet. So no, that Kabbalah doesn't use quantum at all.
Because I figured that'd be a part of like manifestation and other.
A lot of spiritual nonsense people like to hatch on to anything that talks about ghosts and stuff you can't explain to be able to prove all of their nonsense. Because like, look, science is showing that, you can have cats.
Yeah, and for those people, I recommend using alternate universes instead because it's least relevant in fiction. So instead of using quantum, use alternate universes.
Because I understand quantum being like not 0 and not 1 until like a specific time.
Yeah.
Where it selects 1.
Yeah.
I figured that would make sense out of like the manifestation, blah 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 stuff.
Yeah, I'm not gonna explain what it really is. For now, I'll just keep it as quantum. So like I had this one professor that I knew what he was doing, and so I knew the problems he was having. So I solved the problem for him, and I framed it in terms of quantum mechanics because you can do that. And so now I gave him a quantum solution to one of his problems, and the quantum solution works. But he doesn't know how I got there. He thinks it's a genius quantum solution. But I didn't get there using quantum mechanics.
If you want to, you may want to pay Stephen Wolfram a visit. He'd probably be interested in your solution too.
No,
but
not
you may
yet.
Want to
not until I get enough patents out. I don't want it to get out. Yeah.
Gotcha.
You're saying that quantum mechanics doesn't exist, really?
It's not the best model.
It's not the best model.
Yeah, it's not the best model.
They do have quantum computing, right?
It's downstream of the... quantum computing... I already talked about this. So quantum computing, first of all, it's not scalable.
Yeah.
Even if they do solve the temperature problem, which I've solved, I was like, oh, I can solve the temperature problem now. And then I was like, oh, it's still not scalable. So I do have another way to do quantum computing, which is scalable, but it's not computing. They don't realize that it's not actually computing anything, but it's doing something, and it's doing something really fucking cool. But until I patent it, I can't tell you what it's doing.
All of my information on quantum computing comes from like a YouTube short I watched where they explained how they needed the crystals that they're using for the logic of the computer to know what they're supposed to be at a given time.
Oh, the spirit science. Yeah.
How they were able to like mathematically get it to know that, and it was like extra fast, but it was like also had like a downside. I don't remember what that was.
I'll tell you what the problem is. You need to know quantum mechanics to program them, and they'll give you quantum solutions because they are behaving like particles. So they are behaving like particles. So they can predict particles, if that makes sense.
All right.
It's just an analog then. That's
right.
Okay.
But it's deterministic. So it'll predict a particle because it's behaving like a particle, and it will tell you what the particle will be. Even though you have no way of calculating it, it does because it is a particle. If that makes sense.
It makes sense to me. We got an analog, so
right.
So, I'm not very educated on any of this at all.
Let me pop this other one off because this was the first paper I did. I think this one might.
How long are you going to listen to it for?
We can start to whatever.
Okay, because I'm way past my bedtime. I've been doing a lot today, and I need to get off. But
we can talk to. How's your week, by the way?
It's been pretty normal, I suppose. Just looking into a lot of spiritual traditions and demonology stuff. I've been asking some people if they've had spiritual experiences at work.
Yeah, why don't you ask these guys? Ask Hank.
I mean, I have a couple of tulpas, but I don't really talk about them because they're just tools to me.
I mean,
Right?
like,
You call me a big. Ask the question.
have you had a spiritual experience where you felt like you were in the presence of God, or like had some kind of divine revelation cast upon you, and you convulsed on the ground like you're having a stroke?
Convulsed on the ground. You don't. That doesn't have to be part of it, by the way.
It doesn't, but it'd be funny.
No, I don't. I generally do not convulse on the ground.
Yeah,
I did
no,
that
kind of experience either. No.
Yeah, so pretty much I train my body so it doesn't do that anymore.
That's a bodily experience. That's not necessarily a spiritual one. Just saying.
It's top from bottom. You know what? As above, as below, whatever.
Right. Sure.
But yeah, the people I asked at work kind of just basically told me some ghost stories, which I wasn't expecting. Especially my Muslim coworker. He told me some like really strange stuff, and the other coworker just said like her ex died, and then apparently there's something about ghosts, and when they want to communicate with you, they do it in threes. I don't know where that idea comes from, but I guess it's a known thing. And she talked about like a light flickered like three flashes like three different times, and she was trying to get into her house through like electronic door lock. She would type in the code and it would unlock, and then it would just relock right away. And she was laughing and she was yelling at her daughter because she thought she was inside messing with her. And she did it again, and it did it again, and then she smelt like pot in the backyard because I guess that's where her daughter was, so she didn't know what was going on. And
so she got high.
Yeah, so basically after 3 times of it relocking itself, the 4th time it finally let her in. And she thought that was him messing with him or messing with her or something.
She's got a ghost. That's what it's got to be. It's got to be the ghost, right? That's always the answer.
Because it was 3.
Because it was 3. Hank,
when
was the last time you levitated? Woo Woo was asking.
When I went up my stairs to the room, around 11. So I levitated up the stairs using my feet to propel myself.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just asking around because there was that Darren Brown episode he did like 5 to 10 years ago where he had that lady have a spiritual experience that Dave and Shan played as a clip on one of their OPS videos, and it seems interesting. Like I saw this other testimony of a guy that crashed in like a plane that he was gonna skydive out of, and he was like in the hospital with 7 like life-threatening injuries, and during part of it he had the out-of-body experience where he was walking with someone and didn't realize he was out of body until like he accidentally went through a door that was automatically closing. And I guess at a more severe part of it, he said he went up to the 3rd heaven, which I didn't know there was like layers to heaven, but I guess
there are 7 of them.
I don't know. I think there's like 7 circles of hell at least.
Ask Annie, she's an angel, so she'll tell you.
I think you're thinking of 7 Minutes in Heaven, the party game, where you spin the bottle and you have to go in the closet with a girl. And
no, that didn't happen to me. But
and he said he was like in the presence of God, but then he looked to his like left, I think, and then he saw like the void, which he described as being like pure consciousness or something weird like that, and like if you went in there you weren't coming back out. And I'm just wondering like what the heck is all of that he's experiencing? Is it like the DMT flooding his brain like from the near death stuff? And yeah, I don't know. And I asked my grandma too, and she said there's been like 3 times in her life she looked into the void or the abyss, she called it. And I don't know exactly what that means or what she was experiencing, but what I could get her to tell me of the details of was like she was walking somewhere and it was like happened in between a step. That is, she just like had something like that happen.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I don't know, maybe a couple times. It's a blank space that seems out of time, and it's like an experience of non-locality. And it can't be explained. I mean, I can't. It's too abstract. I can't say it in words, but it sounds kind of like what she said.
Yeah, she experienced it as like the abyss as like really scary, and she like really pulled herself away until like the third time. Then she kind of like accepted something, and that's where she like found God, I guess, something like that.
Well, I wasn't terrified of it. Actually, I experienced it a lot when I was little, and only a couple times as an adult. I wouldn't say it's exactly scary, but it is like it's a non-thinking state. But your thinking mind immediately tries to label it, and that takes you out of it. You know.
Yeah.
But I didn't experience that as fear. And I would say when I was younger, like say 3 and 4 years old, I experienced it a lot more often. And then never again until I was an adult. And the last time I experienced it was maybe like 3 years ago. Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing. I wonder if that's probably what it was. I mean, it sounds like that's probably what it was.
Maybe, yeah. It's one of those things that you try to explain it, but everyone's going to explain it different because it's so abstract and like words are not sufficient, really. So
yeah. But she correlated that to what the guy was saying in his testimony thing of the plane crash guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what he was seeing either. If that like void space was like the same kind of abyss or not, or what. But so yeah, I've just been NEing everything together, just seeing what connects and what doesn't, and then I feel like I don't know, in terms of like what people experience as demons is interesting because it feels like kind of like the shadow self Jungian concept and like internal garbage getting messed up, and yeah, I don't know. But then you got like people with their Kundalini demons and the Catholic exorcists and other like supposed demonic experiences, like my Muslim coworker was telling me, where like the people that were trying to take care of the spirits like got all bruised up really bad, and one got like a large long scratch down his back, and like it's hard to take some of that at face value, I guess. I'm an INTP, woo woo. I'm like consume, sleep, last, play last, number 4 probably. FF. Yeah, I'm just trying to make sense of some of that because it seems like all around the world there's been people that have some kind of spiritual experience, capabilities of like what happens when someone apparently awakens their Kundalini, which is like the Hinduism thing, I think, where they feel like the uncoiling of the serpent at the base of their spine, and they go into like some kind of convulsions, I guess. And then you got like some of the charismatic Christians that like do the slain in the spirit stuff where they like make people black out, and yeah, there's just some kind of like weird phenomenon that can happen, and I wonder what parts of it might be more real or what parts of it are just like the hypnotism stuff. And
so oh god damn it, he didn't mute himself. Now I can hear myself.
It's
right,
okay, it's not too bad. Just go say what you're gonna say.
It's bad for me. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna.
Oh, he's back, I think.
Yeah. Is it working now? Is it because I muted my thing?
I don't know. Mic check. Yes, it is because you muted the thing. Now I can hear myself twice.
Problem solved.
Yep, problem solved.
Nope.
No, it's
apparently
not solved. Nope.
Is it Annie's mic somehow?
Maybe. Annie's, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it was yours.
Or
So when I speak, it will echo back from your mic.
mute yourself for a second, and we'll have them talk. Okay, go ahead.
Have him talk.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, but it's only Hank's voice, right? It wasn't my
Yeah.
voice.
Oh, okay. I'll leave him come back then.
Is it
No, it's
because
not
he's
you.
extra
It's,
loud?
it's going through Annie somehow, but it's only you going through Annie.
That's weird. I'm gonna leave him come back and see what
It's
happens.
a ghost. It's got to be a ghost. That's the answer.
Well, I took my things out, so
Oh,
I don't know. Can you guys?
it's weird that it's only Hank.
Did you get what you? Did you do what you needed to do?
Who?
You?
I went to the washroom.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it gone?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
it
think
worked. Excellent.
Whatever.
It might be because
So-
she took out her things.
Yeah, we didn't do any science on this. So with the things like the exorcism or the faith healing and the magic kung fu thing, you kind of have to believe in it for it to even have an effect on you. It's genjutsu pretty much.
That seems like straight up like the hypnotism stuff where it's like your own imagination kind of thing.
Yeah.
Suggestion and whatnot.
Yeah. So there's like a guy who doesn't believe in that key magic thing. It just doesn't work on him. It's not like Dragon Ball Key. It just ain't a thing in the universe. You have to believe in it before it works on you.
I also wonder how much of like the split brain experiments of like the people that had their left and right hemispheres or whatever brain parts separated. I wonder if like how some of that seems to work as almost like part of your subconscious, if that might have to do with how some of these things connect, like the hypnotism and the spiritual experiences and stuff.
You should try it.
Well, there's some interesting studies of people who have had strokes. Like you might be interested in this woman, Jill Bolte Taylor. She wrote a book and she had a stroke, and it totally like launched her into that spiritual kind of realm. Like that was the part of her brain that was working, and so everything seemed really different.
Weird.
And if I can remember correctly, I mean, she's like a scientist. She was, you know, a scientist, and this happened to her.
So she believes in dark matter.
I don't know. But it's so long ago that I read it, but I think, yeah, it sounds like something you might be interested in.
This sounds like definitely another avenue to find connections from. One of the other testimonies was a guy that used to do like that yoga stuff and awakened his kundalini, and then apparently after he had intercourse with his girlfriend, apparently doing that awakened her kundalini. And
It sounds like a story he tells to get laid. I can awaken your kundalini.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Yeah, where can I pick it?
He said his experience was like full on feeling what everyone felt around him, and it started like get to him because of that. So
Oh no, F.E. Rush.
yeah, and that and maybe some other stuff is why he eventually went to like a Catholic exorcist, and they were able to exorcise his kundalini demon because the other spiritual people couldn't help with it. So now he's into Christianity, and some of his videos are really weird.
I see. So it's like a pitch too. So it's not only a pitch for sex; it's a pitch for Christianity.
Something, I don't know. He
Sure.
says that he feels bad for getting that girl involved, but she probably is thankful for it because she's probably still into it. And There's just some weird stuff. But
maybe he passed on his Kundalini demon to her. That's a weird STD.
Yeah.
all I know is she was convulsing.
Right? Oh God.
So, I don't know. It's getting into this stuff's interesting when I'm coming into it with trying to like not just straight up believe my own mind.
Mhm.
Apparently, it's like not healthy to just 100% believe your mind.
Well, it sounds like these other people are believing their mind, and that's why
Yeah.
you're talking. Yeah.
But there's definitely like some weird stuff you can do with your body if those like yogis in the mountains can like be up there in the super cold temperatures doing somersaults down the snow and not like
I mean,
get
anyone
frostbitten.
can do it. It just most people won't.
It seems like they got like that Tibetan breathing that increases your body temperature by like a surprising amount. And
Yeah, it's fire breath. The Wim Hof can teach you that, but yeah, it
yeah,
gives you cold resistance.
that.
It gives you cold resistance.
I wonder how that works. And
So pretty much it gives you, it oxygenates your blood and gives you more flow to your extremities. Just breathing deeper.
Woo Woo was asking, what does believe your mind mean? It's like instead of like making some connection in your mind and like going all in on it, you like leave some room of like, well, maybe I'm missing something or maybe I'm imagining something. It's kind of, I would describe it similar as like not going all in on your saviors in OPS. So it's like not going all in on the intuition or not going all in on the sensory and just like leaving space to be wrong, I suppose.
Hmm.
It's like if your boyfriend or girlfriend came home late, instead of being like, you're cheating on me, like, oh my God, I've went through these scenarios in my head of what you've been doing this whole time and they have to be right. There's no other explanation. It's like not doing that.
Yeah, that's good. Although sometimes sensors need to do more of that intuitive stuff and believe more in it, just not all the way.
Yeah. I guess part of the reason why I got interested in looking into some of this stuff too was Dr. K had a video he put out, and like in a weird part of it.
Dr. K again. Interesting.
Yeah, he
seems like you watch him every so often.
He said something strange about like almost like some of the stuff is like moving. The more he learns about biology and stuff, it's almost moving him to be more atheistic, which was really surprising coming from him.
Interesting. Okay.
So I'm wondering what his path's gonna be or his experiences and stuff, because you know he does believe like in a lot of the spiritual experiences he has had through his like own meditation and other weird stuff that he can't talk about, otherwise he'll lose his shakti, his Hindu energy stuff.
Right.
But yeah, so it was just really interesting hearing that coming from him. And I just also want to like try to like, if I do want to like mess around with spiritual practices or anything, I just want to make sure I'm going into it in the best way I can. And that's why I was kind of curious about like the whole demonology stuff and the perspectives on that.
Do you think King Steammoon had something to say on demonology?
King who?
King Stephen. He calls everyone demons.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's not the UFO Jesus guy, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
It is. And the Black Jesus guy and the Dolphin Jesus guy.
Yeah, the guy who I don't know why we let on here or what he adds.
Well, he's funny.
I would disagree.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Just nonstop consuming and never enough.
Well, you're sharing. You're not consuming now. I guess you kind of are. You're doing the NE stuff.
Trying to.
Mhm.
I feel like I'm hitting a little bit of a brick wall because I don't know. Kind of get into the Kundalini stuff, the Jewish stuff that's similar to the chakras, and
Mhm.
some might need to dig in some more Catholicism stuff. I don't know much about the Muslim part of it and the jinn. And
Yeah.
Christianity is very binary, so I don't know if there's too much to get from that.
There's a lot to get from that. Western esotericism is based off of mostly Christianity and Judaism. So
I was listening to some interesting videos today on one of Alex O'Connor's podcasts where a lady was talking about Satan and stuff and like who he is and the biblical references to him, and she had some interesting takes and about like that the Jews weren't responsible for Jesus being crucified, and she had like some takes talking about how Christianity was used, or like something about anti-Semitic parts of it.
Mhm.
And it was a lot of new information, so I don't know if I can really relay it, but it made me think of some funny questions to ask you.
Yeah, I mean, they might be entertaining. I just don't. I don't know.
Ben, do you think Christianity is like actually evil and that they're just made to be anti-Semitic?
I don't think they're evil. I think they're just wrong. That's all.
I have a question for you, Nick. Do you like using chatbots to help you with engage in any, or do you not like when chatbots do it for you?
I don't know. I've only really used it for some programming stuff where I like wanted to figure out what programming pattern would be good for something I want to do, or other math stuff. That's about it. I feel like I probably treat it all or nothing. Like if I want the AI to go wild and I want to see where it takes me, then I'll go that way. Or otherwise, I just want to tell it what I'm thinking, and I would just want it to like organize the SI for me. So I feel like it's a swing one way or the other.
I gotcha.
I was thinking that when I was processing in my head if I was going to ask you about Christianity being evil, that evil might not be the right word, because I feel like from your perspective, as I understand it, Ben, you don't really see anything as necessarily evil. Like, do you think evil exists?
I mean, there's clearly actions that are not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't call like anything pure evil or anything, right?
I mean, I think it exists if people believe in it and they worship it and they perform it. So yeah, that's evil.
But they themselves, or like, they aren't evil, but what they are doing represents evil.
I can tell you where I first started on it. I was like, well, okay, so if evil is an outcome or a result or an action or something like that, so then you have to look at what the cause would be for that. And so if you look down to the cause of evil, you'd be like, okay, well, it's human instincts, it's desires, it's all of these other things that are causing us to go down these paths. So like, I guess you could identify that as evil, but like all of them are sort of necessary things. Like you want to be sexually attracted to the opposite sex, but like if it's too much or you're not controlling it or whatever, then it can lead down. But otherwise, it's like a healthy thing to be, right? You don't want to squash that. Yeah.
It reminds me of our conversation we had with your chart about absolute
right.
Morality.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So excess. Yeah. I think Hank still has that somewhere.
Yeah, I do. But I'm an emotivist, So pretty much it just hurrah boo. So if I like it, it's good. If I don't like it, it's evil. It's that simple.
Yeah, woo. I don't use chatbots for that.
Subjective.
I use
So it's subjective evil.
image generators to exercise my kundalini.
But that makes sense. You're a male, so.
Silly joke. I need to sleep.
Anyone else want to share anything?
No. I just hope the rest of the stream goes well.
Thanks, man.
Me too.
Were you ever able to try that My Brother's game at all?
Yeah. And remember I asked you to tell him about that bug that he already knew about?
Oh, yeah. Is it still running in your background, or you figured it out and you're moving on? No, I figured it out, and I didn't want to deal with it because it's splitting my attention way too much. Really? Interesting.
Because I don't understand. I didn't understand if the character would die or not, so I didn't want to not have it where I could see it, and I wanted to try to manage it carefully and like.
It's supposed to die. It's fine.
Yeah. So because I didn't
know
that,
tries again. Yeah.
The game didn't explain what happens to me, like if there's a fail state or not. It was splitting my attention, and I didn't want that. And it's also not a game that's for me, and to begin with, so I just popped off.
Okay, just wanted to ask.
Yeah, I think it's cool though. I like the enemies' designs the best.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so I will see you guys whenever I feel like hopping back on a stream.
Great. Thanks for jumping on.
Yep. See ya.
Thanks for sharing your stuff.
Sure thing. Bye.
Bye.
I just can't figure this out. I've been doing it wrong over and over again. I don't know what's wrong with my brain today. I think I need to just start over. Again.
Do you want to hear this one, Hank?
Yes.
All right, let's do it.
You know, usually when we picture the universe, we tend to imagine this massive, completely empty stage.
Right, like a big dark room.
Yeah, exactly. Think of a giant dark theater. And the fundamental particles, you know, the electrons, the quarks, they're basically the actors on that stage.
Moving around, doing their thing.
Right. They move around, they bump into each other, they follow this incredibly complex script of physics. And the space between them, the actual stage itself, we just assume it's, well, nothing, just empty distance, a void.
It is a very intuitive way to look at reality,
Okay.
honestly. And I mean, we are incredibly conditioned to treat the vacuum of space as just this blank canvas where the real action happens.
Yeah.
Even when we talk about fields in physics, we often just visualize them as invisible grids laid over that emptiness.
But today we are giving you a massive perspective shift. What if that stage isn't empty at all?
It's a pretty wild thought.
It really is. What if the universe isn't a dark theater, but an incredibly dense, invisible ocean? And literally everything we call reality, you, me, gravity, light, the solid device you're listening to this on is literally just the water moving.
It's a totally radical reframing.
Yeah.
And, you know, it attempts to solve a problem that has frankly plagued science for a century.
Right. The big split.
Exactly. For decades, we've been told that physics is fundamentally fractured.
Yeah.
You have the smooth, highly predictable geometric world of general relativity, which, you know, brilliantly governs gravity, planets, and stars.
The big stuff.
The big stuff, right. And then you have the completely separate, spooky, probabilistic world of quantum mechanics governing the tiny stuff, where things just seem to teleport or exist in multiple places at once.
So two completely different rule books that just stubbornly refuse to talk to each other.
Yeah, it's a mess.
But our mission for this deep dive is to shortcut our way through a fascinating, extremely dense framework that claims the split is a total illusion. We're looking at the work of independent researcher Binyamin Tsadik Moshe.
His papers are really something else.
They are. Specifically, his papers titled Refractive Aha Moments Where the Universe Just Suddenly Clicks into Place. This is tailor-made for you.
We are essentially replacing abstract, disconnected math with physical, intuitive fluid mechanics.
Okay, let's unpack this. The papers talk a lot about something called the uncurled tau metric and conformal symmetry. Got it.
Right. So the uncurled tau metric is really just a formal mathematical way of describing the raw fabric of space and time, but treating it as a physical, elastic, continuous.
Or a mirror image.
A mirror image is actually a fantastic way to think about it.
Yeah.
Specifically, a mirror image.
What's wrong? Oh, well, nothing's wrong. You paused it. Wait, no, it's still in play. But it's not playing anything.
Maybe there's something happening over there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I guess so.
Yeah, it gets. Yeah. Something more important to do.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe he's not going to come back. I don't know.
Well, hopes and prayers.
Well, I mean, I guess we could just, like, wait a minute. If he doesn't come back, we could just end.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
I died. My internet died.
Oh.
Okay, that's fine. As long as you're still alive.
Right. I'm still alive. Ah, here it is. I found it. Why is it not?
You know, usually when we talk about the foundation of
Oh, it doesn't do it like that? Okay.
physics, whether we're talking about the movement of the planets or the behavior of atoms, there is this baseline expectation of harmony.
Right, like a unified system.
Exactly, like a perfectly engineered machine. You look out at the universe, you see the gears turning, and you naturally assume that to you, the observer, all the blueprints must match up. You assume there's one master set of rules running the whole show.
That is the dream, yes. The
Yeah.
unified theory. I mean, it should logically be a single cohesive system from top to bottom.
Right. But then you step into the actual world of modern theoretical physics, and the deeper you look, the more you realize that is absolutely not the case. We are not running on one cohesive system.
Not at all.
We're running two entirely different operating systems that just stubbornly, honestly, violently refuse to talk to each other. On one hand, you have general relativity, Einstein's masterpiece.
Right.
This is the physics of the very big stars, black holes, galaxies, gravity.
It's very smooth, very geometric.
Yeah, it's elegant. I like to think of it as Mac OS. It's intuitive, you know. It relies on continuous curves and bending space.
It paints a really beautiful picture of a curved trampoline where heavy objects just sort of roll toward each other.
Exactly. But then, on the other hand, you have quantum field theory, the physics of the incredibly small, the realm of particles, probabilities, sudden jumps, uncertainty. It is pixelated, it's chaotic, and it relies on these highly abstract mathematical spaces that don't look anything like our everyday reality.
All right. It's very discrete.
It's like staring at the command line in MS-DOS. It's just a completely different language.
And the friction between those two languages is really the defining crisis of modern physics. Because if you try to use the smooth, continuous math of gravity to describe the microscopic, pixelated world of quantum mechanics, the equations just they completely break down.
They don't just break down quietly either, they explode.
Yeah, that's a fair way to put it. I mean, when you attempt to combine them, they literally produce infinite mathematically impossible errors. If you try to calculate the gravity of an electron using standard quantum rules, the answer comes back as infinity.
Which obviously can't be true.
Exactly, or the entire universe would just be a single massive black hole. So, for nearly a century now, the greatest minds on Earth have tried to force these two systems to sync up.
And every single time, the system crashes. So, to you listening, welcome to this deep dive. Our mission today is monumental. We are going to explore a single, incredibly dense, and frankly radical document that claims to have actually found the universal translator.
It's a fascinating piece of work.
It really is. It's a framework called the Refractive Master Sheet.pdf, written by Binyamin Tsadik Moshe, and we are going to tear it apart piece by piece to see how it works.
What makes this document so compelling and controversial, frankly, is the sheer audacity of its approach. Because traditionally, when physicists try to unify gravity and quantum mechanics, like in string theory, they invent some new, even more abstract layer of math.
Right, like extra dimensions.
Exactly. They add 11 dimensions or vibrating loops of pure energy moving further and further away from anything we can actually visualize. But this framework, the refractive framework, it goes entirely in the opposite direction. It strips away the abstract quantum probability entirely.
Okay, let's unpack this right away because reading through these sources, I have to admit, my initial reaction was extreme skepticism.
Which is completely understandable.
I mean, the core premise sounds almost like science fiction, or maybe like we're traveling back in time to 19th century physics before Einstein.
Yeah.
It treats the universe as a contiguous elastic continuum. Basically, it's asking us to imagine the entirety of space, the empty vacuum itself, as a giant, infinite block of elastic jelly.
Yes, a physical medium.
And everything inside it, you, me, the Milky Way galaxy, the electrons in your phone, are supposedly just acoustic waves and structural stress patterns rippling through that jelly. I mean, as much as I love a good paradigm shift, treating the cosmos like an acoustic fluid is a massive, massive claim. I need serious convincing.
Well, healthy skepticism is exactly the right lens to bring to this. It does sound archaic at first glance. The idea of an ether or a fluid-filling empty space was supposedly debunked over a century ago.
Right, the Michelson-Morley experiment.
Exactly. But the refractive framework isn't bringing back the static, rigid ether of the 1800s. It's utilizing highly advanced, modern continuum mechanics and fluid dynamics. And the payoff is just staggering. By viewing reality strictly through this geometric elastic lens, some of the absolute biggest paradoxes in physics don't just get patched over with new math, they natively dissolve.
Natively dissolve.
They cease to be paradoxes at all.
That is a bold promise.
It is. But by the end of our conversation today, we're going to trace the math on how this single elastic framework naturally derives why galaxies rotate the way they do without needing a single particle of invisible dark matter.
Wow.
We're going to explain what the mass of a particle actually is physically, instead of just accepting it as a given property. And we're going to look at how it calculates the exact, highly specific values of the fundamental constants of nature entirely from geometric first principles. No magic numbers required.
So buckle up. We are throwing out the textbook on empty space and abstract point particles, and we're diving headfirst into the elastic universe. And to do that, we have to start by completely redefining the stage we're standing on. We need to look at the macroscopic universe.
Right, the big picture.
The foundation of this entire framework rests on something it calls the tau metric. And to understand the tau metric, we really have to rethink time.
Yes, the chronological nomenclature is step one. In standard physics, we treat space as a void. It's an empty stage where things happen. And time is just a clock ticking in the background, measuring how long it takes for the actors on the stage to move around.
Right. It's totally separate.
Exactly. But the refractive framework vehemently rejects that separation. It defines the vacuum itself as a physical, contiguous, elastic medium. And this medium is parameterized by chronological age. Time is not just a measurement. Time is the literal physical gradient that dictates the tension of the elastic space.
Let's get into the variables the author uses, because the nomenclature here tells a very specific story about how reality grows. We have this variable t, which the text calls the macroscopic evolutionary proper time.
Yes.
This is described as the expanding causal wavefront of the universe. Then on the other end of the scale, we have t sub p, Planck time, which is described as the fundamental resolution limit of this elastic medium. It's essentially the pixel size of reality.
That's a highly accurate way to visualize it. If the universe is a fluid or an elastic jelly, it isn't infinitely smooth. Just like an ocean is made of discrete water molecules, this space-time metric has a fundamental granularity at the Planck scale. You simply cannot have an acoustic wave or a ripple smaller than a single pixel of the medium.
Okay,
What happened now? Did you run out of tokens or something?
Probably the internet again.
Oh, okay. If he needs token money, I can't cash app him. We'll just wait for him to come back.
I was
Yeah.
muted and I couldn't find my window. Yeah, I was saying that this is wrong. It's not space that, well, it could be space as well that has a granularity to it, but it's the particles in space that have the granularity. From what at least I know that for sure. Space itself could or could not, I don't know that yet, but the particles themselves have the granularity. And because they have a granularity, they're measuring things through a granularity, meaning they get all kinds of data processing artifacts, like pixel processing artifacts, because when you're scaling down images or scaling up images, like if you're taking a picture of something and you only have a certain number of pixels to take that picture, which are particles, right? So those particles are going to take a lower resolution picture of the universe than the universe really is. And that I think is where the granularity comes from. It comes from our camera, not the universe itself, and our camera is the particles.
So
anyways,
I just want to make sure, is this this isn't gonna like turn into a thing where the CIA is gonna come and kill you because you're too smart?
Maybe, but like I would think they would kidnap me and use me instead.
Yeah.
Or
They
just steal my
better-
science.
They better not. If the CIA wants Binyamin for his science, they gotta come through me.
Yeah, they also have to come through all my army buddies here. So
Yeah.
Exactly.
that tracks.
And the fundamental axiom of this whole framework, the very first equation that sets the stage, is that the macroscopic causal boundary of this medium expands linearly at the speed of light. See, the very edge of reality is growing outwards at a constant rate.
Okay, I want to pause and push back on this concept of time as a physical elastic gradient, because it is incredibly hard to hold in your head. Let me try an analogy, and you tell me where I'm getting it wrong.
Go for it.
Is this like stretching a giant infinite rubber sheet?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say the outermost expanding edge of the sheet represents the current macroscopic age of the universe. That's our T. It's moving outward, stretching the whole thing.
Right.
But if you take a heavy bowling ball and drop it onto that sheet, it stretches the rubber downward, creating a deep dent. Deep down in that dent near the bowling ball, the rubber is stretched incredibly tight compared to the flat areas far away. Is the framework saying that the local age or the local time is literally passing differently down in that dent because of the physical geometric stretch of the medium?
You're not getting it wrong at all. That analogy leads directly into the core derivation of the master sheet. The depth of the stretch in that rubber sheet changes the local physical properties of the medium itself. The framework designates this as tau of R, the local age or the refractive metric.
Okay.
It is a dynamic spatial gradient of time. It bridges the highly curved, deep inner part of the dent to the flat macroscopic expanse of the outer sheet.
So the tightness of the rubber is the literal local passage of time.
Correct. And this is exactly how the framework builds its bridge to general relativity. In Einstein's theory, mass bends space-time, and that bending creates a slope. Objects just follow the slope, and we call that falling, or gravity.
Yeah, but Einstein doesn't really explain what space-time is made of, just how it bends.
Exactly. The refractive framework arrives at the exact same curvature mathematics, but from a purely fluid dynamic perspective. Because the causal horizon of the universe is constantly expanding outward, it generates what fluid dynamics calls a velocity potential flowing inward.
Wait, I need to visualize that.
We have joiner Regina. How's it going?
Great.
How's life?
Fine.
Oh, I have a question, Regina. Are you part of King Stephen's harem?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. I just want to get that cleared up.
What's up, Nico?
Good morning.
Morning.
Not even good morning.
Why?
Because it's not morning. Just
Okay.
good morning.
All right. It's a good day.
It's
though.
morning. It's morning somewhere.
Yeah.
By definition.
Which one is in charge of streaming this?
It's on my
Ben-
channel and on Hank's channel.
Yeah. So let's say Benjamin is, since the next show's named after him.
Because I was on here last time.
Yeah. So I would say Benjamin's in charge of streaming.
Oh yeah, I streamed to Hank's channels last time because he asked me to.
Yes,
Yeah.
I did.
Even though he wasn't here.
Can I
Yeah.
just clarify something?
And I did watch last week, so I do kind of know you only paravirtually, because
Yeah,
parasocially, because I
Hank.
didn't talk to you yet. Yes.
Yeah. I was wondering if you could edit something out of your live stream that I hopped on last time.
I could probably edit out from my side about what did you want to edit out.
Well,
Do you have his email? Maybe
basically-
send him an email. You don't
Yeah,
want to share
but
what you want edited.
That's a
down.
good point. Yeah, so I was
Well,
yeah.
edit out twice.
Yeah, yeah. So what you can do, we won't talk about it. We won't talk about it here.
It's not that I'm worried. It's just that
We don't have to give any more attention to it. So what
yeah,
you
no,
can
it's just that it
No,
showed
hold it. Hold it. But we're not going to talk about it because we're Streisand affected. What I'll do is I'll give you my email, then we can talk about what to edit out. That way we don't Streisand affect it.
Okay, but it's showing a private room that I'm in, which is my private location, which I don't want publicly stated online.
Damn it! That's why I said don't say it.
No, I
Yeah,
don't.
now
The
people know what
live
the
stream
secret
that
are,
you
they'll
did
go
where
and
I
take a
showed my
picture of it.
webcam is showing the location.
All right, so Hank, you've got to do it. Well, we've got to do it on all our channels. Give us a timestamp. Help us out, Regina.
It's the last live stream. It's the last live stream from last time where I showed my artwork. It's giving out my private room.
Which is 4 hours long. Yeah, why don't you
Yeah,
email
which I
us?
want edited out.
You know, in that case, did you didn't follow my instructions? I'm gonna say no. How about that?
Bruh.
I remember it, and I don't think I could, just by seeing that, tell any information about where you are. I can.
Yeah, I
tell
know.
you
It's
where-
just that I don't. Yeah, I know. I know. It's just that I don't want my private. I know. It's just that I don't like that it's showing a private room of mine.
Oh.
Well, there's a lot of things I don't like. That's why you don't want to show your room. You just keep your camera off.
Yeah,
But
I
you're
know, but- yeah, I
you're
know, but-
older than me allegedly. So
I know, but now it's the. I know, but the trouble is, it's now the live stream's on YouTube, still on your channel. It's still there to watch.
barely anyone's gonna watch it, and you Streisand affected after I told you don't to say it, and just email me, but you said it anyways.
Yeah, but Steven showed it on his channel.
But I don't have
Well,
any
then it's on his
authority
channel
over
too.
Steven's channel, so it's
Yeah,
already
but
out
the-
of the
yeah, but
bag.
the live stream's still up on your channel.
It's too late now because Steven showed it. So now you said
Yeah, but
now
I'm
you said what
still
not to
there
look
in
for.
the live stream when you skip it a bit. It's still there, the image of the
Yeah,
private
yes, but the problem
How are
is
you, Nico?
since Steven restreamed
Doing
it
good.
already, it's just gonna be up online, even if I take it down from my side. So just learn your lesson.
You don't even
I
have to
did.
take down the live stream. You can just edit parts out.
So my answer is no.
What are you saying, Nico? You going to work today?
No. Again, day
No.
off.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking out with these Tuesday day offs. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Mm.
Did you see my brother's game? Maybe you'll
Your
like it.
your brother had
I'm
a
trying to
game.
promote it a little bit, just so that people wish list it and make it popular.
I didn't know your brother had a game.
Oh, there you go.
Well,
Did you know he had a brother?
I did know that. Yes, he was on
Did you really?
on the stream. Yeah, he was on last stream. Yeah.
Did you know that Anna was Russian?
yes, I did. And I know that you're above 6 foot.
I've been paying attention.
That's new. But they have you on at that facility. I mean, you never remembers factual information like this
I know.
about people. I mean, specifically.
I really don't.
I don't know if you
It's
can
so
click on
bad.
this one, or I'll put it in the private chat if you want to check it out. The demo's out, and the full game. Well, the full game's going to come out at some other point, I guess. I don't know.
Do you have the game still up in the window? We could show them that a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's still playing in the background. Here, let me see if I can do it.
But I plan to get on Steam just to get this game now. So your brother can take credit for me actually making my Steam account.
Really?
Yes. That he'll share with Gambino and Capcom. But yes, he can take some credit as soon as I get
Oh,
it
look, I
done.
got 13 points.
Really, baby?
So basically, you just keep it on, and it does its own thing on its own. So you don't actually play. It's a game you don't play. Miko?
Huh? What?
What?
So is it just like a clicker level kind of thing?
It's a what? It's an
It's like
idle
a clicker.
game.
Yeah, idle game, yeah.
Yeah, no, but it's a full game. It's not like one of those ones you find online that like make you pay or go. Yeah, it's not one of those.
I love paying real money for fake games though.
Oh, all right. Well, it's not for you then.
Hard work. Never heard
Yeah,
of
go away. This is for people who want a full game.
Well, you know what I was trying to ask you last time? Do you have an idea of your brother's animal stock?
Oh, I don't know.
He seemed not blast last.
No, he's not. Yeah, I think he might be sleep last. Like, yeah.
Yeah. He just seemed really very clear in his talking. Like it just came out of his mouth and it was all really organized, like beginning, middle,
Right.
end, you know. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you might be play blast.
Yeah.
What was I again? Was I play Blast as well, but I stumbled over my words for some reason?
No, you can't be play first. You're definitely a IJ, so blast first.
Blast and play. I'm not. I know I should be sleep last since I'm a goddamn insomniac.
Could
And I blame-
be, Hank? Yeah.
Yes, I blame work, but I was an insomniac before that, so.
Yeah. You could definitely be sleep last. Which I don't know if you'd be so certain about your patterns like that. Well, I don't know. You definitely don't process them with us all the time.
That's correct. I don't process them when you tell me to.
Yeah.
Do you like the game, Nico?
I don't know. Just it definitely seems like one of the ones that I'd be running on the background, and like I wouldn't really
Checking.
be engaged.
Oh yeah, try it
in.
out then. Yeah. Try it out, let it run in the background for a bit, see if you like it. It's free. Like the demo's free. And the full game doesn't kick in until you get far in it anyways. So if you don't like it, you won't even get to the part that's you're supposed to pay for. And the full game ends up being $5.
$5. That's insane. I might do it just to like. There's a possibility that like I might do it just to like be nice to your brother.
No, well, yeah, play it just to be nice to him, but don't pay for it just to be nice to him. Oh, I don't want to do that. I only want that on the boss. There we go. Yeah, I got to go get ready for the army soon.
Isn't it like midnight for you?
Yep. Yeah. Wow. Holy crap.
He got one.
He did.
He got an SI and also remembering something about somebody else.
Yeah, an SI for
Yay.
me.
Yay!
You're using your demons for me? Aw, I love you too.
Shut up.
So
I would ask if it was a real Nico, but I don't think anyone would pretend to be you other than you.
Oh, Black Cat.
Yeah, most of the stuff we do here is at night anyways. You don't want to go and do a mission during the day. That's not smart.
You don't want to get like airdropped into Iran and be like, here I am, I'm bulletproof.
Not during the day. No. Yeah.
Oh, but during the night it's okay.
During the night, that's when you go in, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So where are you going?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't even know if I am going. I just have to go for an army thing soon.
Well, good luck. Don't yeah.
It's okay. It's not my first rodeo by far.
Just remember Brian Johnson's quote.
What did he say?
Don't die.
yeah.
Oh. Yeah, no, not much chance of that one.
Oh, okay. Pretty good.
Well,
Good
I mean,
stuff.
eventually there's 100% chance, but yeah.
Yeah, well, you know.
Yeah.
That's just how it is at that point.
But if you sell enough pants, maybe you'll become immortal. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, no, it's not biology yet. I haven't really gotten into biology that much yet. Yeah, it's just physics.
I mean, hey, at least a part of you will be immortal.
Sure. My Kundalini, right?
Well, I'm gonna go because I keep messing up the same thing over.
Good luck, Annie. Yeah, sorry. You're
Yeah.
going
All right.
through that.
I need to
Frustrating.
concentrate. So I'll see you guys
All right.
next time.
Later.
See you. Have a good one.
Thank you for coming, Annie.
Good to see you.
Did you guys know that she lives in California? I know, it's crazy, right?
No, I didn't know that. I thought she lived in
I thought
Washington.
she did. Oh wait, did she live in Washington? Ah,
No,
shit.
Oregon. Yes, she
Oregon?
lived in
Did she live in Oregon? Oh no! Oh god! This is what happens when I
She
get
used to live in
too
California and
confident about
Texas.
my. This is
Yes.
This is what happens when I get too confident about my demons. I immediately cooked.
I looked at the map. I remember.
You'd think with like masculine SI, I'd remember better.
Yeah, I would think so.
Anyways,
Eugene, Oregon.
Yeah.
Photon man.
Ooh! Show us your gun.
You can kind of see the tip of it here. It's back there right now.
Ooh, nice. What model is that?
It's not a special gun. I got really shitty equipment here, but this is the place I'm at right now. You use what you have.
I thought Israel had like incredible god tier technology according to World War Z.
They definitely do. Just they don't have to give it to you against people who don't have any technology. Yeah.
You don't want to show up with like your like lightsaber and like space lasers and just start mowing people down.
I'll have them. Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe Netanyahu will recognize you for the Santa that you are, and give you a sleigh.
Assuming he's still alive, which we don't know.
That's funny.
It'll drop cluster bombs in the shape of presents.
Oh, did you guys see Afro Man? What he did?
Oh yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome how he made fun of those police officers, those pigs, after they wrecked his house and tried to ask him for money. They didn't even have the proper paperwork to be there. Horrible. So I'm glad he did what he did. Then he made fun of it, and they were pissed, and that's a good thing. And he totally destroyed them in court.
And now he's so much more famous for it, and he's gonna be he's getting all of his his songs heard and stuff like that. It's a great stunt.
Yeah, that's the Streisand effect for you, Regina.
Right.
Take notes. That's why you don't want someone to know about something. You just shut up about it.
Right.
I'm not trying to strike anyone's channel here.
Even if you did want to, it's not gonna work.
I'm not trying to.
But if we do it by accident, I will send you a letter. A very nasty letter.
Oh no! Hank will send you a letter.
I'm not trying to, I'm just saying I want it removed because I don't like that it's showing the private location of my space online.
Then don't do it again.
Well then edit it out.
What are we talking about?
How much money you got?
$25.
Well, if you're doxing yourself, because I don't have control of your camera, especially since I wasn't even here to control anything, then it's not on me.
Good luck, guys. Hank, you got this?
Yeah, I got this.
All right.
All right, see you. Yeah,
But yeah,
barely even said goodbye. Oh.
Yeah, so I wasn't even actually operating the show.
Bye, Ben. There you go.
But yeah, I wasn't operating the show last week, so it's really not my responsibility. I don't have control of your camera, and so it's really all on you. So yeah, be responsible for how you act on the internet. But if you want to try to take down the video, I will send a nasty letter in response because I know my rights.
I don't want to take down. I don't
think
want to
she's
try and
gonna
take
do
down a
that.
video. I just want you to edit it out of your live stream.
Man is like on defense mode. Man has had too many close encounters with people threatening that. And he's like he's covering his
I'm not
faces.
threatening. I'm just saying.
No. We know. It's just Hank has
It's not
been
even about
threatened.
me taking down the video. It's about Hank doing it.
The answer's no. And if you do try to take it down, I know my rights.
It
So
doesn't even work reporting it.
exactly, it's not worth reporting, and it wasn't worth bringing
Well, then-
attention to it either.
Well, then maybe you could at least have a think about editing the part with me in it then out.
Yeah, the answer's no. And I would appreciate you just probably just to protect yourself in the future. You could have followed instructions and just sent an email. So hope let this be a lesson for you.
Blast.
So do you have any more questions?
Fine, I get it. You don't want to edit it out, but all I'm saying is that if you go to your channel, you can find the live stream where it still has me in it.
Yes, and I didn't require you to come. I didn't. You're welcome to come if you wanted to, but I didn't send. I didn't send an
I didn't
invitation.
say otherwise. It's just the trouble is that now it's being featured online. The video's still up, and I just wish it was removed.
Well, the internet's very forgetful. If we don't bring attention to it, no one's gonna remember or care. And I don't have control over Steven's channel, so it's already too late. What we can do is we can trap him, but I'm not gonna edit the videos for you just because you don't have
It wasn't even a
responsibility.
video. It was a live stream.
So live streams get saved to a video.
Censor.
Well, edit it out then.
No. I mean, there's nothing in it for me. I wasn't even operating the show last week. You operate your own camera
Well, I'm
in the
asking
software.
nicely. I'm asking nicely.
Yes. So so I read Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss. So the starting negotiation is the no. So you sell me on the idea. How do I benefit from editing it out when I wasn't even responsible for it being shown in the first place, other than the fact that it appeared on my channel with my permission. But you gave the camera position to show your room and your face and stuff. So you actually grant permission already, and that's built into the software. So explain how I benefit from following your request. Sell me on it. I'm willing to give. Just
Well,
yeah.
Benefits me because I don't like that it's shown on video.
There's lots of things on video with me in it that I don't like.
It's not that I don't like it, it's just that I don't like that it's being shown online.
Yeah, there's lots of shows I regret, but when it's out there, it's there.
Yeah, but the
And
trouble
if you're
is
really an adult, you need to learn this lesson.
yeah, but the
You should have
trouble
known
is
this
it's
lesson.
public and other people out there can watch it, and I don't like that.
Then you shouldn't come on public panels. As you're an adult, you should realize it's really your responsibility. And if I don't want to give you special favors, then it will not be done. I mean, he's not giving me anything. Boo says so. Trouble editing it raised more than what you're willing to give. She wasn't willing to. She wasn't even making a good job selling me on the idea. She just wants, and I wasn't
Hank,
even here operating the show. So
Hank,
yes.
have you ever tried KFC with Chick-fil-A sauce?
Uh,
It's quite a magical combination, if I do say so myself.
the thing about KFC is that Chick-fil-A's chicken is better, so I would recommend getting Chick-fil-A chicken with Chick-fil-A sauce.
Yes, but Chick-fil-A KFC has a deal on Tuesdays where you can get a huge chicken bucket for $10.
Oh, that's interesting. But
Yeah.
the grocery stores is kind of cuts
Oh,
them.
the grocery store is cheap. No, that's definitely true. But KFC is solid. Though I will say, yeah, Chick-fil-A is leagues ahead of KFC.
So yeah, and I'm
Shit,
so
I might get some KFC on the way back. I mean, Chick-fil-A on the way back.
yes. So I have not tried KFC chicken with Chick-fil-A sauce because that sounds disgusting in comparison to Chick-fil-A chicken with Chick-fil-A sauce. I don't think I had KFC last year. That's why I had KFC was probably 2024, I think.
A B tier food plus an S tier sauce averages out to at least A tier.
I agree.
So, but an S tier food and an S tier sauce, ooh, can't get much better than that.
Things can always get better, but it'd be really hard.
Yeah, that's essentially what I said. But, are you a fan of sushi?
Me, absolutely. Huge fan of
Ooh.
sushi.
What's your favorite rolls? Every store has different rolls. So
I like the spicy crab
realize-
roll.
Spicy crab.
Yes.
I like my fried rolls. I really like my tempura rolls. There's such a good crunch that they have, combined with like the nice texture of the sushi, all wrapped around in the taste.
Yes, but the crab roll has the best sauce.
Ah, I wonder if we could combine our two interests.
Of course we can. So
Anything is possible.
and tempura crab roll. Yes, there you go. Fancy place, but I think it's possible to make. Yes.
Tempura spicy crab.
Maybe let's look for one. Let me change that. Safe search strict. I found a good one.
It's interesting how news headlines can twist minute issues into such like pressing headlines.
Yep. Yeah, I found that tempura spicy crab.
Oh, you did. Ooh. Wait. Ah, shit. Okay.
So
That that looks
it-
pretty good.
yeah, it's
That
a thing.
looks really good.
Yeah, it's a thing that exists. So we go to a fancy place, we can get it for sure.
Where are you located?
Pittsburgh.
Okay, we might need to do this remotely.
Do you have my email? I'll publish it in everywhere.
I have your Discord.
Yeah, that works too. Yeah, if you have
Are
my
we
Discord,
friends?
we are.
Okay.
Yeah, the Fiery One Discord.
Yes. Okay, so perhaps for next stream or some other stream, we have a plan where we'd have to coordinate because I'd need to see when I'm scheduled for work. But perhaps we both bring spicy tempura crab rolls to the table.
Yes, and we don't necessarily have to do around Benjamin's stream. I can stream myself without his permission. So whenever we could just get it done. We don't need to ask Benjamin.
Just
So
like on some random Friday, we just stream an eating stream.
Exactly. So
Hank and Nico mukbang.
Yes, exactly. So basically,
we talk about what were we debating on that one time?
Probably
I was,
something
like,
stupid like
speaking,
free will.
No. I was like being very, very categorical, and you're being very literal. And so we were like talking past each other.
I forgot what the topic was.
I forgot what the topic was too. Let me try and remember. Nope, got nothing.
I don't really have much else to talk about this stream. I need to work on getting software better in StreamYard so I can have.
I really don't have much either.
Yeah.
Well, take care then.
Let's end the stream then. See you
All
later,
right.
Nico.
See you later, Hank.